Tony Abbott is now in a difficult if not dangerous stage of diplomatic intervention on behalf of Andrew Chan and Myuran Sukumaran. He cannot say too little, but nor can he say too much. Reaction to Julie Bishop's statement that Australians could choose to boycott Bali has gone down badly in Indonesia, the general reaction being, good riddance, go holiday elsewhere. Nor has Abbott's request that President Joko Widodo remember the $1 billion that Australia gave to Indonesia to help with the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami, and to remember the lives of 9 Australians who died in a helicopter crash as they were helping in the tsunami aftermath, gone down well. The Indonesian Foreign Ministry spokesman hit back, saying that no one responds well to threats. Abbott's statements on the tsunami aid were a long way short of threats. They were a plea to remind Indonesia that Australia had been a friend in a time of need. And now we were in a time of need. They also showed that Australia had pretty much run out of approaches on how to save Chan and Sukumaran. Friend in Abbott's statements on the tsunami aid were a long way short of threat. Friend in Abbott's statements on the tsunami aid were a long way short of threats. Picture, Andrew Taylor / Getty Images. Source, beyond Indonesia's insistence that it will enact its sovereign laws without foreign interference, there is another internal issue at play that strongly works against the rescue of Chan and Sukumaran. In recent weeks, Indonesia has been divided over the nomination of Commander Budi Gunawan to the position as Indonesia's national police chief. Against his better instincts, Widodo was pressured by the party that brought him to power, the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle, or PDIP, to put forward Gunawan's name to Congress for approval as police chief. This was despite Gunawan having been named last year by Corruption Eradication Commission, or KPK, as a graft suspect. On January 13, after Gunawan was nominated by Widodo, the KPK stepped forward, reminding everyone that Gunawan was under investigation for suspicious transactions. Despite this, Congress duly approved Gunawan for the job on January 15. And then in an act of vengeance, Congress turned its sights on the Corruption Commission, claiming its members were also corrupt. On January 23, armed police arrested KPK Anti-Corruption Commissioner Bambang Wijayanto as he was dropping his kid at school. Chairman of Indonesia's powerful Corruption Eradication Commission KPK Abraham Samad, Chairman of Indonesia's powerful Corruption Eradication Commission KPK Abraham Samad, would resigned KPK Deputy Chief Widodo, who came to power on an anti-corruption platform, was now trapped between his own party and the KPK. That is, the status quo of an old Indonesia, which runs on corruption and genuine change. Widodo postponed the appointment of Gunawan and installed an acting police chief. This was seen by the public as evidence he was stalling. They had brought Widodo to power on the promise he'd get rid of top-level corruption. Now, there were fears the people's president was falling into line as a political expedient. On Monday, in a stunning decision, the South Jakarta District Court stepped in and declared that the KPK's original decision to name Gunawan as a graft suspect was invalid, and in essence cleared him of any wrongdoing. On Wednesday, Widodo hit back and did his duty as the people's president. He stuck to his guns and named another candidate, General Buldrogan Hadi, as his new choice for National Police Commissioner. Buldrogan's nomination will now have to be approved by Congress. Amid all of this, the problem for Chan and Sukumaran is that Widodo has risked his own political survival by staring down his own political backers, and old Indonesia, by putting forward a new nomination for police chief. In comparison, he will find it easy to stare down Australia. He will not allow another polemic in Indonesian politics by hesitating on the issue of the executions so quickly after the political crisis. To back down would be seen as a weakness and another form of corruption, likely it would be said involving special secret deals with Australia. He cannot afford that. He will proceed with the execution,